Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? We back with another video. Let's get it. Let's go, man. Today is day 3 of my semen retention journey, man, and I feel great. You know what I mean? I woke up feeling good. I woke up feeling blessed, and I hope all of y'all are doing well. You know what I mean? And I'm on this journey. You don't want to, count the days. Don't do what I be doing. On this journey, you know how I be, man. You just be so excited on growing and just getting to that next level. You always counting the days, and you always just so anxious of winning. You know what I mean? But you want to treat this shit like a lifestyle. You don't want to always count the days. You don't want to always worry about relapsing, etc. You want to just go on with this shit and just work hard, bro. Because that's what this journey is all about. Once you utilize that energy within you and you use it to get to the next level, bro, you're going to see a lot of changes, dog. Because that's what the energy is for. It's not used to be wasted. It's not used to just be out here, you know what I mean? Just spraying up the club and a whole bunch of chicks, God gave us that energy for a reason. Utilize it and use it to your advantage, bro. But today's video, I want to talk about the easy way out, right? Because, we as human beings, we always love to be comfortable. We never like to do things that's hard for us. We always like to stay in our comfort zone. And we always try to find an easy way to do things. And that's what I want to talk about, right? Because I just put a post out on my Instagram not too long ago. And it was basically saying how you can't shortcut success, bro. So if you're a person out there that's been looking for the easy way to do things, looking for the easy way to blow up on YouTube, the easy way to build lean muscle, the easy way to blow up doing music, the easy way to become a great basketball player, bro, listen, there is no easy way out of this shit, bro. There's no easy way out. You gotta fucking work day in and day out. And the older I get, the more I'm understanding that. As a man, you gotta show up, bro. And it's gonna be days, like I always say, there's always gonna be them days where you don't feel like doing this shit. There's always gonna be them days where you don't feel like waking up going to that fucking gym. There's always gonna be them days where you don't feel like going to that job. They irritating you at work. They making your job difficult. There's always gonna be them days. But as long as you got that vision and you know what you want to do with your life, you know what you want out of life, that shit ain't gonna last long, bro. Sometimes you gotta do what you don't want to do to get ahead. When I was growing up, I was always anti-job because I always had my own shit going on. I was always making my own money and shit like that. So I always looked at jobs like, hell no, I'm going to never work a job. But now that I'm older and shit, I think more realistically. I understand, like, sometimes you got to put yourself in them uncomfortable situations. You got to do things you don't want to do to get ahead. Sometimes you got to work and flip patties. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to flip them burgers to make enough money to put into your purpose. Sometimes you have to do that. But let me tell you, there's no easy way out. You see all these people trying to find an easy way to build muscle. You got all these guys out here on TRT and steroids because they don't want to go through that tough time of building muscle. They don't want to go through that time of being consistent. They don't want to go through that time of being disciplined. Anything easy is never good for you. All these guys you seeing on TRT and steroids just to build muscle, bro, they fucking their heart up. These young guys is having heart attacks. All them bodybuilders you seeing, I be seeing bodybuilders. There's bodybuilders that be dying like every year of a heart attack. All because they want to take the easy way out. All because they don't want to put in the grind day in and day out. There's women out there that's literally taking fat from their stomach and putting it into their ass. You know what I'm saying? There's women out there that's getting surgery to lose weight. All because they don't want to put in the work and be healthy. They don't want to go to the gym or run that treadmill for 45 minutes a day. They don't want to stick to a healthy diet every day. And women are putting themselves in bad situations because there's some women that don't even make it out of them surgeries. So just imagine living in that box to where you trying to achieve a goal and you don't want to put in the work, so you go out and go get surgery and you lose your life all because you didn't want to put in that grind to get fit. You see what I'm saying? Like, more of the story is there's no easy way out of this shit, bro. Anything easy is never good. Put in the grind, put your head down, and fucking focus. And the number one thing about us men is most of the time we be knowing when we be fucking up. We be knowing when it's time to get our life together. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not oblivious to this shit. Most of the time we don't need people to tell us. We know. We know when it's time to get our shit right. We know when it's time to stop playing them video games. We know when it's time to stop getting high. There's no easy way out, bro. And like I tell you in all my videos, you can escape. You can get that temporary escape. You can go and get high. You can go and go drink. You can go and go have sex. You can go have sex with as many girls you want, bro. But at the end of the day, when you go home and you go to bed at night and you lay on that pillow, you gonna know you ain't happy with your life. You gonna go back to feeling shitty again, knowing that your life ain't shit. You can go party and hang with the guys, but in the back of your mind, you always gonna know that your life ain't shit. And at some point in your life, you gonna have to do something about it. Nobody's gonna save you. Nobody's gonna pick you up and take you to another place. That's not how life works. As a man, you gotta show up every fucking day. You gotta show up every day. And things ain't gonna happen quick. Do baby steps. Work on the small things first. You gotta work on the small things and accomplish the small things before you get to the big shit. That's what I had to learn, man. I had to slow the fuck down. You know what I mean? I had to get my mind right because I wasn't focused, bro. I had my priorities wasn't right. Getting high all day, playing the game all day, not doing shit, bro. Like, man, you get tired of that lifestyle, dog. But let me tell you, there's no easy way out. So you can go ahead and you can go on YouTube trying to find the best ways to blow up on YouTube. You can go on YouTube and try to find the fastest ways to get followers on TikTok, the fastest ways to build muscle, the fastest ways to make 100,000. Ain't no quick way. Ain't no easy way of nothing. Everybody you see that's successful put in work. Most of these people, it took them years to fucking get there. Yeah, you got them people that blow up overnight, that overnight success, but how many people you know that blew up overnight last? Anything that blow up overnight, anybody you see that blow up overnight or got that hit song on TikTok for a few months, they never last. It's like they come and go. Everybody you seeing that last, that's still popping and still successful to this day, I guarantee you it took them years to get there. They had to work. They had to show up every fucking day. And discipline is the most important tool that a man needs in his life in order to become successful. Without discipline, you're nothing. You nothing. And like I tell you guys, the girl's gonna be there, bro. Everything that you feel like you missing out on, listen, you're not missing out on nothing, dog. I'm telling you. Them chicks that you be trying to go see, they still gonna be drinking on the weekend. The guys still gonna be smoking and drinking, chasing hoes on the weekend. All them people you think that you're missing out on social media, you're not missing out on shit on social media. People still gonna be posting the same old shit. Nothing is gonna change, bro. You're not missing out on nothing. Don't let the media and all this extra shit make you feel like you're missing out because you're not. Let these people have their fun. You're gonna be the one that's gonna be living life in your 30s. Because truth be told, everything that we doing now is to set us up in our 30s. What I'm doing right now is to set me up in my 30s. I'm not worried about motherfucking when I'm 25. I'm 22 now. I'm not worried about when I'm 25. I'm not worried about when I'm 28. I'm worried about what's going on 10 years from now. That's my level of thinking. I'm trying to set myself up so my 30s and my 40s can be great. So I can travel and do whatever I want when I want. You know, I'm trying to have money put up. You know, I'm not thinking short term. In life, you got to think long term. You got to think of ways to set yourself up for life so you can be financially free. The goal is being free. The goal ain't to have all this fucking money. Yeah, the money, cool. The money is a byproduct of success anyway. You're going to get money as long as you're putting in the work. But the goal is to live a happy and fulfilled life. The goal is to buy your mom a place. The goal is to have money so just in case if somebody gets sick in your family, you got enough money to pay for insurance. You got enough money to cure your parents if they're going through a sickness or whatever. That's the mentality you want to have. You know what I mean? All money for me is access and security. You know what I mean? But the number one goal is to be happy. There's too many men out here in this generation that's not happy with their life. Men are depressed, bro. It's men that's having suicidal thoughts. It's men that's not happy with their relationships. It's men that's not happy with the father that they're being. It's fathers out there that's not even happy about being a father. They're not proud of the man that they are. You know, the best thing in life is being proud of who you are. The best thing in life is having a woman that's proud to have you as her man. You want your woman to be proud to have you. You want your mom to be proud that you her son. You know what I mean? You want to feel proud of life. You want to be happy, bro. And in order to do that, you got to set yourself up and put yourself in position. Choices is everything when you're an adult. You got to make the right choices. You got to pick and choose what to put your energy in and what not. When you an adult, you can't afford to play the video game all day, bro. When you an adult, you can't afford to sit up and get high all day. At some point, you got to do something about them problems that you got in your life. And like I said, the easy way is running away. The easy way is going on YouTube trying to find easy ways to quit an addiction. What's the easiest way to quit an addiction? What's the easiest way to get rich on YouTube? What's the easiest way to get rich in music? Ain't no easy way, bro. There ain't no easy way. Quit trying to find an easy way and just put in the fucking work. And as you get older, the number one thing is accountability. We as men got to start holding ourselves accountable. That's what I had to do in order to grow. In order to grow, you got to hold yourself accountable and know when you're doing dumb shit. You have to know when you're making poor decisions. Don't sit up and try to feel sorry about yourself and complain and all these different things. Because I used to always do that. I used to always point the finger and blame my circumstances and blame how my parents brought me up. And I used to always just complain and feel sorry for myself and make it seem like I was just dealt with a bad hand. That's what a lot of guys do. We always try to make it out like we was just dealt a bad hand and life just so shitty. Like, my nigga, you got the same 24 hours as everybody else. Your problems ain't no better than anybody else's. Just because you going through whatever you going through, that don't mean nothing. There's somebody around the world that just got diagnosed with cancer. There's somebody around the world that just lost everything. And we be complaining about the littlest shit that we can change. You see what I'm saying? Like, I had to learn that, bro. Stop complaining when you know you ain't putting in the work. If you know you're not applying yourself, don't sit up and complain and make it seem like you was dealt a bad hand. That ain't the case. You just not applying yourself. Everybody's circumstances is different, but use the cards that God gave you to your advantage. Use what the fuck you got to the best of your ability, bro. I ain't got much. I'm not the richest guy. I still, you know what I mean? I still live with my fucking mom. But I'm not finna use that as an excuse to not be nothing. I'm trying and I'm using what I have to my advantage. You ain't gotta have a top tier camera to start YouTube. As long as you got a fucking phone, that's all that matters. Post content. No excuse. You see what I'm saying? As long as you got a little studio, you ain't gotta have all the shit that the rappers use. As long as you got a decent studio that you can record music at the crib, use that to get to the next level. Utilize what you have to your advantage. Don't complain. Don't do none of that. Just put in the work. And every single day, you're going to start seeing results. And that's another thing I want to speak on. Try not to focus and get too caught up in the results, in the end goal. You know what I mean? Try to fall in love with the process of winning. You know, try to fall in love with the process of getting there. Do what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. That's a quote from Mike Tyson. Shout out to Mike Tyson. When you got to go to that shitty ass job and you know that job is shit and they playing on your top, fucking with your hours, don't even trip. Go to that job every single day with a smile on your face and do it like you love it. Do it like you love it. Like I said, as long as you know your goal and you know what you want out of life, you know in the back of your mind you're not going to be at that job for long. You know in the back of your mind that that's not going to be your life forever. It's some people that work jobs for the rest of their life. But as long as you know your purpose and as long as you know what you want to do, you know that shit just a stepping stone to get you to the next level. Like I said, sometimes you got to do the things you don't want to do to get to that next level. You can't have all this ego and pride and all that shit when you broke. You know what I'm saying? That's what be keeping a lot of niggas broke and fucked up for a long time because they don't want to go out and get a job. They don't want to go out and do certain things that they don't want to do. They don't want to catch the bus to work. They don't want to do none of this because they afraid of what people are going to think of them. Oh, he catching the bus. He doing this. Nah, nigga, that's the nigga that's going to be successful because he doing what it takes to get him to the next level. When you want a better life for yourself, you don't give a fuck how anybody feel. You don't give a fuck about catching the bus to work. As long as you going to make you some money, that's all that matters. The niggas that's talking about you catching the bus, them the niggas that's going to be broke and fucked up because they got too much pride and ego. They got so much ego that they don't even want to go out and get money. One of the things I want y'all to learn from this video and understand before I head out is that life don't owe you nothing, bro. Life don't owe you shit, okay? And life is going to continue to be life whether you like it or not. Just because you went through some shit or you was dealt with certain circumstances, that don't mean life owe you anything. Life don't owe you nothing. You get what you put in. And life is real simple when you think about it, right? I just think we as people make it hard because, you know, The process, I think, is what kind of fuck people up. Nobody wants to wait years to get successful. Nobody wants to wait months to get successful. But sorry to tell you, there's no easy way out of this success shit, bro. It's either you put in the work for those months and years. Sometimes it take people years to get to where they want to be. You know what I mean? Sometimes it take people years. But if you really want this shit and you see the vision, you're going to do what it takes to get there. So you can either choose to bitch out and be in the gulag for the rest of your life, aka be a slave and work for somebody else and go out every week. And you could choose to have that typical mediocre lifestyle, the check life. Either way, you're going to have to make a sacrifice and work some way, somehow. Either way, you're going to have to do some sort of working. Because ain't nobody finna just allow you to just lay up and be nothing. Or you just going to be a poor motherfucker. So either way, you're going to have to work. Pick your poison. Either be in a gulag for the rest of your life or choose the high life. Just understand that the high life come with big sacrifices. If you got big dreams, understand you're going to have